The pretty boy's pocket pistol, henceforth known as the pocket pistol, is a secondary weapon for the scout. The pocket pistol was complete and utter fucking dog shit on launch, because pyros could melt you, and it had a shit firing speed, but on the plus side you got 15 extra health, and never took full damage. This was also launched alongside the original Babyface's blaster, which was also fairly bad, but the two were intended to be used together, since the blaster effectively removed your ability to jump, which would be a problem without the original pocket pistol removing full damage, since you wouldn't normally be able to break your fall without losing your boost. I will make a video on the blaster at a future date where I fucking whine about how shit it is compared to how it used to be, and beg like a child for it to be unfucked. Also, the original pocket pistol completely negated the downside of the Sandman. The pocket pistol remained the same for 3 years until gunmetal happened, and completely fucked it up for another 2 years, completely negating any possible upside it had, and it stayed that way until Jungle Inferno happened, where the pocket pistol now fits in its own niche among the scout pistols. I will go over what the stats of the pocket pistol are, how you should use it, and what kind of playstyle and niche it currently fits into for scout. If you have a high enough mental capacity to play scout better than the average free to play, you can clearly see that the pocket pistol has a plus 15% firing speed, which is a very noticeable difference compared to the stock pistol and the winger. The next stat is that it heals up to 7 health per shot, and while this sounds like a variable number, it's actually a flat 7 health, and coupled with the firing speed bonus mentioned previously, this is a major source of complaints for the current pocket pistol, since it lets the scout gain about half his health back in one magazine, provided that all of his shots land. Currently, I have no idea if it's supposed to be a flat 7 health, or if it's supposed to be a variable, but I'm betting that it's a bug that will probably be fixed within a week, assuming it is, making this entire segment a waste of time. The final stat is that the pocket pistol has a minus 25% magazine size, which translates to 3 less bullets than the stock pistol. Now that you know the stats of this tiny as hell in reality gun that shoots a pea shooter cartridge, how do you use it, and how does it fit into a scout's playstyle? The design of the pocket pistol, as it stands, is as a roamer or flank scout weapon that won't be playing around his team or health packs all that often. Sort of like the winger, except with different functions. The playstyle of the winger is to have high mobility for flanks, while the playstyle of the pocket pistol is as a self-sustaining roamer weapon you use to gain back health when low, and without a medic, dispenser, or health pack in sight. Maps where the pocket pistol comes in handy include, but are not limited to, pretty much all of Dust Bowl, 2 Fort, which has literally 6 locations where health and ammo spawn, Gold Rush, where a lot of health packs are behind a heavily defended choke point, and Gorge. The pocket pistol works fine for a backup weapon if you fuck up your scattergun shots, because bullet spread for some reason is a fine thing to have in casual despite being a significantly worse problem than random crits, but it's intended to be used as more of a greedy mad milk than anything else. Valve have buffed the pocket pistol to be used as a get health quick weapon with minimal bullshit, and that's exactly what it excels at. However, the pocket pistol's main competitor, the Mad Milk, is also situationally better, as the milk effect can actually out-heal the pocket pistol with the scatter gun, and is also a support tool for your team, since everyone benefits from it, not just you. The main difference between the Mad Milk and the pocket pistol is that the Mad Milk is a projectile and has a recharge time. So if you fuck up throwing it, you have just wasted the Mad Milk and only have a primary, and one of the weakest melee weapons in the game with no healing being given to you. Compare this to the pocket pistol, which is a personal version of the Mad Milk in pistol form, where only you benefit from it, but you have a backup weapon, that is its scan, versus a projectile on a recharge time that you need to aim, with the downside not being able to support your team as well as you could with the Mad Milk. You obviously need other weapons to complement the pocket pistol, but the fact of the matter is that a lot of scouts' weapons are just outshined by stock because the alternatives have been reworked or nerfed into near uselessness. Your primary should be either the stock scattergun, because it is objectively the best primary for scout, the soda popper if you are having trouble with soldiers, or the force of nature, so you can heal off of idiots walking at you in a straight line, and then blast them into next week with a knockback. The babyface's blaster no longer synergizes with the pocket pistol because boost is only lost on air jumps or when taking damage. The shortstop is like a hard mode version of the force of nature with this item, and the backscutter was and always will be complete shit. Melee is also the same, as you have several options. The stock bat, which actually functions alright despite the fact that it is effectively Scout's version of the fire axe, a weapon that is outshined by its unlockable counterparts. The Boston Basher, so you can build Duber Charge for a medic. The Fano Water, delete people faster assuming melee hit edge decides it wants to work. Or the Candy Cane, so you can get even more healing out of the pocket pistol, but you better be sure you've practiced fighting soldiers and demos, because the Candy Cane takes an increase in explosive damage. There is absolutely no reason to use the Rap Assassin if you aren't being a fucking meme lord, and the Sandman has been nerfed into complete shittiness since the stun was removed and replaced with a straight slow. The Atomizer is a mixed bag post nerf, but it's not a horrible option. It's just not as good anymore. The Sun on a Stick was almost written off, but I guess you can use it to reduce afterburn damage or something after fucking up a pyro's day. This is the correct way to use the pretty boy's pocket pistol. Now go out there and make people mad that the pocket pistol is dog shit anymore, and you aren't dying simply by being looked at with it out.
Bonus ducks!